As soon as you get out there, nerves went pretty fast. They came back pretty quick because I went backwards through turn 1, but that's all right. I've gone through it quicker than I had before, so I thought I'd try and get back to that. And obviously, either there's not enough talent or the car's not quite warm yet. But hey, you got to find the limits to get somewhere.
Now, your car has got some new stuff in it as well. The iPad, could you show us?
Have a bit of fun with it. So yeah, it's got the dogs on the back. It's normally got the iPad in there that has the danger to manifold on there. I mean, I think it's the only car in the field with a radio and speakers in it because, you know, I just like to have a bit of fun with it. It's running fine. Hopefully it stays like that for the whole weekend and we have a bit of fun.
Went really well. So we've been running the Super Shocks now for this race, and I've never really had the car feel that grippy on track, especially mixing it with these rock solid bushes. It just feels like it wants to be loose when it has to, and it wants to be stiff when it needs to. I feel like where we're at, we might be able to knock on maybe top 15's door. We've still got our own issues to sort out, but I'm just aiming to have a bit of fun this weekend and maybe look good doing it.
So we probably see you and Ash have been really close this weekend. Is that the aim?
Yeah, that's the aim. We're losing a little bit of pace to him at the moment, so we've got some setup to do, some setup changes to do. But yeah, the goal is to try to get as close as I can, so when we get back to the proper state series, the championship series, we can be close and fighting for Malala.
Yeah, I would have thought so. It's been like that for the last few rounds at the bend. They were quite close as well, and Jaden's coming on really strongly, developing their car as quickly as we're developing ours by the looks. So yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Hopefully we can keep our noses in front and see what happens.
And on pole position, as we saw at the previous heat, it will be Asher Johnson in the Hofbrau entry car number 1. He'll be the pole sitter once again. Asher Johnson's very good off pole position. We've seen him do it many times before. And there's the cool drive car. That's Mitch McGarry behind the wheel. These three are nice and close together. As I go back to our leading pack here, still Asher Johnson, who he's looking pretty dominant here at the moment. And through the northern hairpin. Having a bit of trouble trying to keep that car on track so far this weekend. The car's going down to put one lap, only 5 lap heats here. And Johnson to come through to put another lap down in the lead. John Tony picks up another position there from Helen Stevenson. Here the rear of the field there. The Dutton 1 entry. Car doesn't sound very nice at all, so he's heading straight towards the pit exit there.
Yeah, it was a very close one. It was like right down to the last lap. It was close all the way. Really good, clean racing. Like we didn't touch it all. So yeah, I'm thrilled at the moment.
Lap 1, turn 1, everything's still cold. Probably centered a bit too hard, and you know, a bit of opposite locks. Never hurt anyone, so it was good. Overall, finished well. So anything top 10 would be nice. Yeah, out of the 41 cars, I think. So anything like that would be awesome. Awesome result for the team and everything.
Yeah, as the race went on, we just had some clutch issues. The pedal started to go a bit solid, and yeah, got it back here and worked out we had an airlock in the clutch. So just something simple, but enough to finish us off for the race. If we get out in the feature race, we'll be trying to move forward. There's only one way you can go from the back.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good. The lad Fitzgerald, he was blocking pretty heavily, so I had to try and set him up with an over and under. But yeah, no, it was good. Everyone sort of drove pretty clean, and I managed to find a little gap and then just held that. It wasn't through skill. It was probably more luck that the result we ended up with a win. So.
to get my OLT done and make sure that passed. Not too disappointed with my lap times. I was consistently doing 31s yesterday and got to a 32 flat today. I just want to keep it clean so we can use this little beauty more often.
I struggled definitely because we found out we bent upright in the rear just before that race, so literally both ends out, back in with new ones. Thanks to Mish for providing me with new uprights. Felt alright, and then yeah, the battles were absolutely awesome. Just like trying to play the team order tactics was pretty fun, and bump drafting, and yeah, just put the rock solid bushes in as well, which was actually huge difference. Like I can instantly tell that it's just better throughout the corner. So yeah, really good.
Do you have any struggles with the 15 lapper? Like it's more of an endurance, so how do you prepare yourself?
You kind of, you don't want to thrash on the car too much. Like if you overdrive these cars, it will, the tyres will fall off, so you will go slower. So it's kind of about just conserving the tyres, trying to make them last through the whole race. You don't want to go really, really hard at the first stint. And also it's a bit in tyre pressures. So getting your tyre pressures is a big thing as well, is do you want it to come on earlier or later? So it does get quite hot in there time to time. So yeah, just keep your fluids up and you'll be all right.
You're all ready to set the roll here, because it's now time for the Ryan Pannowitch Memorial Trophy. This is the final. 41 cars are going to wind their way around this starting grid. This is what we've done all the heats, we've done all the other stuff. It's now time to be counted. So let's go back to pole position, and once again he's at a clean sweep all weekend. It'll be Asher Johnson on pole position. Alongside of him is Justin Wanzerk and Car 90. They're the two that have dominated the heats all weekend. Go to the next half of the grid. On the next part of the grid we've got Ethan Fitzgerald in position 3. And we go back to Bruce Martins. This is the second half of the field. Alongside of him will be Scott Tiller. 5 alongside of him will be car 44, Nick Skate. Keep a close eye on that car. And we're away. So the Ryan Pannowitch Memorial Trophy is underway by 15 laps here. And it's clean as the start. It's never like to see. We've done a pretty good job, like a big caterpillar of XLs. They all weave their way down to turn 3 as they disappear in their first lap. We've got a different race leader here, Jason Manzur. He hasn't seen this all weekend, he's always been out in front. The blue car, which is the full drive engine there, Mitch McGarry. Close eye on that Vaughan car too, because he should be picking up quite a lot of places. He started from real good, as I mentioned. Escapes another improver. I was respected that. I'll see him just put another pass down. And when they come to put down another lap. Pass made there by Hobby as well. Mitch McGarry just coming out there at turn 8, so another position change there. In fact, it was the car that he got last. That might be the Rockney Magro car that was a bit unsettled going down there through into turn 2. Got to drive pretty defensively. You can see the orange Bearwood car. He's got a swag of cars behind him. All of a sudden we might have a fair dinkum battle on our hands here at the moment, because these top 2 are now starting to draw away from the rest of the pack. Oh, they're all tucked up behind the black cars now, heading down to the back keep. And he takes the victory, checkered flag his way. Yet another victory for Asher Johnson in the Ryan Pannowitch Memorial Trophy. So out of 41 starters, 40 have completed that race. What an effort. That is a solid effort, and here they come. They'll come around in speedway style alongside of each other, side by side, all line up alongside of each other to come down the main straight here at Mallard Motorsport Park. Once again, in traditional style to finish it off. So lots of celebrations and presentations will take place down there. Once again, Asher Johnson taking out the trophy, but by geez, did he have to work hard for it.
The family over to my right is what makes it important, and making sure that Ryan is remembered for them. That's why I am so heavily involved. They do a lot for me, and this is the least I can do to give back to them, and you know, make sure that they're still enjoying the racing. That I'm so thankful they've been inclusive of me in what they do. So yeah, it's all for Ryan this weekend, and for the Pannowitch family, and yeah, hopefully we can put on a good show out there.